Hey there, IT Exploration students. This is Miss Lynn, and this is just a short little video for you since I will be out of the office on Monday, April 17th and Wednesday, April 19th. I just wanted to kind of go over what you're going to see in your CMU Academy lessons since I will not be here and we will not have live sessions. So I will post this link to this video into the announcements, and I will also send it out via email. But the CMU Academy assignment that we've been working on in class is due on Monday, or it's due on Sunday, April 16th. So by Monday, you should have turned that in, and you will begin the new assignment, which starts at lesson 1.4.1 and goes through 1.5.1. So some of the things that you're going to see in this section of the course, again, CMU Academy, if you don't have it bookmarked, you can refer to your email you received on March 27th with the link and your username and password. So you're going to see some new shapes, including the label, which allows you to add text to your drawings. The lessons that you're going to complete, and this is in the third assignment that you'll start on the 17th and is due the following Monday, the 24th. You're going to start in 1.4, work through 1.4.3 practice exercises. There are 5 exercises there. You're going to do the first 3, the drum, the cave, and the name tag. You do not have to do the last 2 there. I forget what they're called, but you're only going to do the drum, the cave, and the name tag, and then you're going to work through Axel the Axolotl. Once you finish Axel the Axolotl, then you are done with this assignment and you can turn it in. You do not have to do lantern and perfume. So you don't have to submit anything. You'll just click mark complete in the assignment folder, and that will let me know that it's ready to be graded. Don't forget, up at the top is a tab in the course called Docs and Colors. Again, I can't reinforce enough how important this area is as a resource as you're learning new shapes, or if you get error messages, you can search for the shape here that you need to learn about. You can come down and look at a chart for colors, and this is a really great tool here to see where gradients start and stop. So don't forget about this Docs and Colors in the course. Again, at the end of Axel the Axolotl is due on Monday, April 24th. So you're going to learn a new shape. You're going to learn the oval, which is very, very similar to the rectangle. So if you remember, with our rectangle, we start with the X and Y coordinates of the top left corner. Okay, so this rectangle here starts at 75X and 100Y. The third piece of information is the width of the rectangle, and the fourth is the height. So this blue rectangle is 250 pixels wide and 200 pixels tall, and it's Dodger blue. An oval is very similar, but instead of the top left corner, because an oval doesn't really have a corner, we're going back to center X and center Y. So 200, 200 would represent the center of this oval, starting at 200 and 200, the center of the canvas. This oval is 250 pixels tall, so the next number is the height, and then the width. It's 200 pixels wide. So oval's very similar, but instead of the top left corner, the X and Y are center X, and then you do the height and the width, just like you did with the rectangle. Lines are a new shape that you're going to learn as well. When you draw a line, you just draw the first point of the line and the end point of the line. So it is line X1, Y1 would be the start of the starting point of the line, and then X2, Y2 is the ending point of the line. So it basically just goes from one spot on the canvas to the next. And then you're also going to learn about labels. Labels are adding text to your drawings. So when you draw a label, you write label, then the value is what you want the label to say, followed by center X and center Y. So the value is the text drawn by the label. It can either be letters or numbers. If it contains letters, it must be in quotes. So you can see here on this first line, label, parentheses, and then in single quotes, this is some text drawn using a label, single quote, comma, and then center X and center Y. So that is the code that you write for this label. This is some text drawn using a label. You can add some extra properties. You can change the size of the label. You can make it bold or italic using true or false. And then there's some different fonts that you can choose from. Arial, monospace, caveat. So again, Docs and Colors will list the fonts that you can use. Okay, so those are the new shapes that you're going to learn: the rectangle, the label, lines. Again, you will come across these as you work through these lessons and complete the drum, the cave, and the name tag. You don't have to do perfume and lantern, and you'll stop when you finish with Axel the Axolotl. Do not do the challenge exercises if you don't want to. And this is due on Monday, April 24th. So if we're looking at the course then, you're going to start here at Shapes Galore and go through all of these lessons. There's the oval. There's several checkpoints in here. You'll learn about borders. Oops, that was properties. We just looked at it. And then the practice exercises with the drum, the cave, and the name tag. Axel the Axolotl starts at 1.5.1, and there's 3 checkpoints that you complete on Axel the Axolotl, and then you are done with this assignment. You do not have to do the challenge exercises, and that wraps up Unit 1. The last thing that we'll do for a grade is Creative Task 1. If you do get bored and because you finished early and you want to keep working, you can start building Creative Task 1. I will give that as an assignment in class, but this is just your chance to be creative and draw and use your imagination and write your own project. So I hope this helps. Again, I apologize for not being able to be there. I will be back with you in class on Monday the 24th. We do have a holiday on Friday the 21st, so we will not have school on Friday the 21st. I will be checking my email daily while I am away, so if you have questions or need help, please email me. Make sure if it is a question about one of the problems you're doing that you send me a snip of the issue so I can try and help you through that. Thank you.